Welcome back, Seven Rivers Racing, year number 2 on KQEG-TV. I'm Dan Dyker along with Al Losi. We're going to be here for the entire season, giving you what's what on several racetracks in western Wisconsin. Talking today with Danny Gilster, reigning track champion coming out of the lacrosse sportsman division. Jimmy Gilster, his brother, ran 4th this season. Also, if you look at the national points, out of 500 drivers in Division II asphalt, according to NASCAR, Jimmy finished a resounding 16th this year. Congratulations on that feat. Danny, at one point, if you remember last season, we were all giddy at the racetrack because I just happened to pop on the NASCAR home tracks on a Saturday morning, and Danny was sitting on top of the leaderboard. He ended up finishing tied for second, only 12 points out of first. Talk to us about that. I mean, did you expect to finish like this in Division II asphalt nationwide this year?
Not at all. It was cool to see that happen because I didn't really know I was even in it until about, I want to say, 6 weeks to go. Someone said, "Did you know where you are in the nation?" And I'm like, "No." So I
think I might have sprung that on you in the pits because I had said something as today. Have you been watching the leaderboard? You said, "No, I do every now and then." I said, "You know you're in the lead by like 3 points." You're like, "No way." Yeah, you are.
I knew we were racing consistent, and that's what it takes in that points format they have. It's a complicated system, but it goes by wins and top fives. So I knew we had a shot at it, and it was just cool to be there in the end.
Well, talk to us about being invited and going to the NASCAR banquet. That out of everything you've done in racing, where do you put that in your race career?
That is a real good experience. If you ever get the chance as a driver, go to the NASCAR, the Whaling All-American Series banquet. It was a real cool deal to go there. There were tons of people there. The banners from all the way back. I want to say when the Whaling All-American Series started, is it 82?
Somewhere in there,
I can't quite remember. All the banners of the past national champions were in the banquet hall, and it was the same production crew that they used for the Sprint Cup banquet in Vegas. So it's just a chance to see what goes on in a banquet of that caliber.
You came home with some swag, too. I know Jay Herbst, who we're going to have on the program in a couple of weeks, also went up to the NASCAR banquet. He came home with some pretty good swag.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Lots of hardware. And
did you get a cool helmet?
Nope, no helmet for me.
Oh.
Only Division I gets that. So
I saw Herbst's helmet. That thing was something else. That goes in a display cabinet and never gets touched.
Yep, the helmets were cool. They were,
So you finish in the top 3 nationwide. You have to sit out this year per the Lacrosse Fairgrounds Speedway rules. What do you do this year?
Well, I haven't done much yet, but I'm waiting for warmer temperatures, and I'll start tinkering with the car a little bit. It's still up on jack stands. But I see Mid-America's got a race on the schedule at Lacrosse. I think I'm definitely going to try to qualify for that one.
Can you run the Sportsman in the Mid-Am Series?
That's rules we'll have to work out with Mid-America. As a locals car, they should let me.
Okay.
I got to work out them details yet.
Because Johnny Olson got to run his Mid-Am / sportsman type car at Marshfield and Lacrosse, and again, he had to also go by what the rules were. Because there's a lot of changing and configuring going on there.
The cars are really close, just a little bit different in suspension and stuff. They made me weigh 100 pounds heavier at Oktoberfest, and we still performed well in that race.
And you ran how many races during Fest? How many divisions? Was it 4?
3, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
3. Yep. Yep.
Now, one of the reasons why the track does this and doesn't allow you to race the following year is that they would like to see some of that talent move up. What is stopping you from moving up? Because you guys have both had championships, and you just haven't made that jump. And one of you have won a feature in a late model, isn't that right?
Yeah, yep. I had a chance. I ran with Menards there part-time in 06. Ran 6 races with them and got fortunate enough to win one. It's just having the money to put that caliber of car out there is a big jump from what we run now.
Well, Jimmy, you're coming off a 4th place finish in points this year. You also won the sport. You took 2nd in the sport. You tied for the Sportsman Dash with Matt Englert. Danny took 4th. What does 2012 bring for Jimmy Crackhorn Gilster?
We don't know yet. We're currently working on getting this new car built. We'd be going on it probably a little sooner, but my car builder, Ryan Powell, does an excellent job. He got a job with one of the ASA teams, so that's top priority for him right now. So we're going to do my car when he has time in between. And we're hoping to get out there somewhere in the middle of the summer. And just, we're going to kind of focus on getting ready for 2013 and put a run together for the championship back then. So take a little time out and do some stuff with Danny here, racing out of town maybe, and we'll go from there.
Little family stuff.
Family, yeah. Ella wants to go camping, see Yogi Bear again.
Now this is weird that they're not going to be racing full time, because now I don't know if this is true, but I have heard that you guys are so involved in racing that did one of your wives go into labor at the racetrack?
That is true.
Is it true?
Yep.
In fact, I think they both have. Heather's water broke there, and wife went into labor there too, and dragged me out of the car.
That's commitment from the wives.
Family. Holy cow. Well, we have an opportunity. We do want to let you guys send some thanks out, not only for last year, but this year. We do this every program. If you don't have sponsors, we're talking to nobody sitting here. Right. So why don't you go, we'll start with Danny, if you guys want to run down some thank yous.
I just want to thank, Dick's Pallet Works, North Country Contractors, A1 Advanced Pumping, CNC Catering, Schmidt's Services, Lloyd's Speed Stop, Holman Custom and Collision, Gilster Farms, Holman Meat Locker, John Scott Racing Engines, Ryan Powell Motorsports, he builds the chassis, and a big thank you to all the wives who are involved in racing. Without the wives, we could not do this.
Jimmy, I know you've got some shout-outs you want to give as well.
Yes, I have some terrific sponsors too. BA Burrito, Riverbank, Farmers Co-op, CNC Catering, Path Excavating, Robin at Rural Mutual Insurance in West Salem, Preston Dairy Equipment and Thompson CPA, Lloyd Speed Stop up there in West Salem and in Bangor, and also Home and Meat Locker. They help us all that too with a fundraiser we're going to be having coming up. And of course, the wives, my family, the management and staff too at the Lacrosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Forget them.
Yes.
And the Egg Society.
And I'm going to be, I was going to name that. I just had some of that home and meat from a smoker I was at not too long ago. The Gilster Smoker coming up on March 17th at the Log Cabin in Bangor. I'm kind of associated with it because I'll be up there playing some music and talking on the microphone a little bit and giving some stuff away. I really look forward to it too. If you do get a chance, folks, that is one big thing. It doesn't matter if you're really a big-time fan of a racer. If you know who it is, you got some friends going to all these smokers, because we've got a boatload coming up in the next 2 months. Stop off and buy a raffle ticket. Stop off and donate some money. Buy some brews or whatever the case is, because that is the biggest support that these racers and these teams are going to have to start the season and find out exactly where they are to start this race season. So if you find a schedule of the smokers, they're all over my Facebook. You can always get a hold of me. I'll give you every date I have so far, all the way up until I think April 7th would be the last one that I've heard of so far. But it's big-time support, and I saw what you guys had at your championship party. I would expect that the crowd at the Gilster Smoker is going to be huge.
And I would also like to mention, for everybody who is wondering what a smoker is, it's a way for racing teams to raise money and awareness of their racing team. Gives them a chance to give back to the community and to their sponsors and to their fans. And it's really a big party and a lot of fun.
We're going to be there March 17th. That's all the time we have. I'd like to thank both you guys for coming in. We're going to try to maybe get you out at the farm and maybe in the race shop later in the season.
Sounds great.
Get those combines warmed up.
Yeah, we want to promote combine racing. I'd like to see the 23 to 33 out there with that. And again, if you need more information, check out Seven Rivers Racing on YouTube. You can also find it on Facebook. And we will kick things off here with racing right towards the middle to the latter portion of April. On behalf of Danny and Jimmy Gilster and Al Losi, I'm Dan Dykert. Thanks for tuning in. Show number 1, year number 2. We get a lot more coming this year on Seven Rivers Racing here on KQEG TV.